as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play.
Looks like they're in straight man.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage.
Oh, they were in quarters on that one.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power,
now it's a little dicey
to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it.
That was a bluff. That was like a cover 3 double A gap bluff.
24 yards. It's a first down. First down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't
right
really
over the safety.
This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Number 20. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. Right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I wonder which one of these safeties is Isaiah Simmons, or is he
Here's a
one
run
of the linebackers? I don't know.
Cam Akers, the ball carrier. It's a gain of 2 yards.
We got to convert here.
Third down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
A gain of 7.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. From the 34 now, here's first.
That looks like
10.
a double blitz.
A shotgun snap for Gone. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's got the hook
Nice.
up here. It's
Nicely
Woods.
done. Nicely done.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Rams,
That was
they
pretty
are
much
on
the
move.
perfect
They've
play
got
call for
another
that
first down.
defensive alignment.
How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And
All right, let's keep going.
Sometimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
The opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Okay.
From the 2 now.
We got a
2nd and
heavy
goal.
box set. Heavy set.
Out of the gun, Gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long.
We could send the haymaker in the 2nd or 3rd quarter.
Extra
We
point
don't have to wait for the
uprights,
4th quarter to send the
and
knockout.
that makes the score 7-0.
All right, now it's time to stop the Cardinals. It's the first time playing them this year. We need to, of course, have Jalen Ramsey up on DeAndre Hopkins for most, if not all, of the game.
Check 41. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 41's coming. 41's a month.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 6 catches, 93 yards, and a score.
When you turn in good, consistent performances each and every week, you will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards. And he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up as time goes on.
Out to his left. He's going to take off with it.
My God, there he goes.
And he's taken down right
there
at
goes
the
Kyler.
45-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No, that looked like Kyler Murray there.
So
He
they
would have
tried
done
to
that.
take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Carried by the wide receiver.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he gets it down to the 32.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the play.
I really liked Andy Isabella coming out of college. I think he has a chance to be a real good player. He just has to be utilized correctly.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Devontae Freeman.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
15 more.
Yeah, they're moving the ball.
It's another first down.
They're moving the ball pretty easily.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So he's going to throw the football. That to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off.
Let's go 3-3-5.
And put it in the end zone.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Check 59, Mike.
And this
Oh,
one
he's
will
down.
with him losing yardage. Back
He's
to
down in
the
the
4-yard
backfield.
line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll
Jared
come at
Goff's
you
on the
from all
sideline
angles,
showing
and
off.
They did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, Murray.
Ah, yeah, he got it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Nice throw on the run.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
All right, time to retaliate. Dare I say this one might be a shootout? I don't know. We'll see. Looks like man.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. After the pick
Yeah, that was man.
Here's 2nd and 5.
And now they're blitzing heavily.
Goff now looks to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to
like
use
they're
his
manning up
body
again.
to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
These guys are playing pretty straight up. Or no, that was cover 3 clouds.
Gets another one there.
2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh my God.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick.
That was horrible.
3rd down now.
Okay, we gotta concentrate now.
Pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
16 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy.
Getting really
Make
great
sure you
protection.
keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Really great protection.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Akers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Brandon, I think you and I
Oh, yeah, that was
both raised
Isaiah
the same
Simmons
way
right
in
there.
the game of football, you run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Trying to run inside, but
Come on,
not
guys.
there. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last
Goff
week.
was looking at the
he's
sideline.
really
He's like,
stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? How about a guy proving his worth in
Was he running away
different
from
ways?
Peterson on that
Had
one?
a big play in the run game to play before.
I think that was Patrick Peterson.
This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From the red zone now, Goff. Throw left
I love that
side to
play.
Reynolds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9
Every single
before
receiver
being
on that
brought
play
down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Can be open, and depending on the coverage.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff
Oh, no.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was almost a disaster.
It's former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's
Oh,
got it.
yeah.
That's Cup for a Ram touchdown.
So pivot route in there in the red zone.
Cooper Kupp hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. There was no going through the
it
progressions
almost
on
got
that touchdown
ticked.
pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got
All right,
it. It's
defense
now
needs
a
to step up big time.
14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Problem with the Cardinals is they always run like 3 or 4 receiver sets, and you never know if they're going to pass out of it or run out of it. It's really difficult to prepare for. Like this formation, they could run or pass.
The drive will start with
and
a
you never
carry by
quite know which
Devontae
one it is.
Freeman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Of course, they're a pass-first offense, but they can gash you like that.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Christian Kirk.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
3rd and 1.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Check 24, check 24.
They run.
Get him.
Devontae Freeman. And he will be very close
I don't think
to
he
a
got it.
first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I really don't think he got it. We're going to go punt safe man, just in case they fake it.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he
Oh my
sends
God, what
this
a
one
perfect
away.
punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. And
Blizzards.
milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did.
Go, Higbee.
Significant chunk of yards.
Attaboy.
And he's brought down after a very nice
That's how you
game.
do it.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as
Beautiful
we're there
ball
at
placement.
the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
We haven't run any play action at all this game. Let's see if we can hit him deep. See if we can pierce the middle of that defense. Looks like they're in man.
They're running it. 34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in, check in.
From the 50, it's gone. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short.
Yeah, that's a
Nice
mismatch
pickup
right
of
there.
9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe
Oh,
the
yeah.
defender gets a hand in the way.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
pops in the
moving.
air. And sometimes you throw it so hard,
Moving.
your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First down.
Let's try to run a little bit of the clock out so that they
Coming
don't
up
have
at
as much
halftime,
time.
I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling. And it's complete. He's got it.
Or
in the
just
end
scoring
zone.
one play.
Touchdown,
I was
Rams.
gonna run the clock out
Robert Woods.
until I saw that they were in cover 1.
Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Cover 1 man.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more?
Yep, cover
Do
1.
they play
I
more
knew
zone
it.
coverage?
Cover 1 is one of the worst defenses you can run in Madden. I never run cover one if I can all help it, unless it's like I know it's a run play.
Check 41. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 41's coming. 41.
Murray now on first down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number.
Ooh, bad job to knock it out of
Turn it
bounds
into
there.
a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Cardinals
they might be able to get a field goal.
Their second.
I doubt they'll get a score, like a touchdown.
50 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see.
So
You got to keep them out of the end zone.
10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He dumps it off to Drake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Using a lot of that
Just about every
clock.
quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
You could have a repeat of what happens at the Buccaneers game, where they didn't get the kickoff in time. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the game where I played the Buccaneers. Towards the end of the game, they had a chance to kick the winning field goal, but then they had a snafu basically where they didn't call a timeout and the clock ran out and it went to overtime.
Now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Oh, I almost blocked that.
Cardinals 10.
So a late 3 there.
All right, let's go to the 3rd quarter. Skip right through all that halftime baloney.
Murray now on first down. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Pick up a 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Kenyon Drake, 5th-year man from Alabama. And he stopped immediately there. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
Let's give him a little. Oh, what is going on with this camera right now?
And hope that someone, while
Give him a little
they're holding up
heat.
the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and knock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Oh, he dropped it. Dropped it.
Incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here.
Jared Goff looking flawless
Now the
today.
attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball
Looks
back
like they're
over.
blitzing.
They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Seems to be a lot of entries, even with the injuries turned down on my slider. Seems to be still a lot of them that happen every single game. I mean, I guess it makes sense that, you know, you do have people go out in the NFL. Let's see, what can we try? What can we try?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Nice try, Devondre Campbell.
First down with a gain of 2.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he is tackled inside the 40,
Thing of beauty.
to the 35.
Thing of beauty.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They're playing man again.
On the ground, it's Akers. And not able to break away this time.
I did not like the look of that defense, but
that'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play.
I didn't want to run play action.
2nd and 13.
Because they would have sacked me for a loss.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36.
Brandon, all things considered,
okay, if we could just get a field goal.
Pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's complete to
we got it.
Higbee.
We got it.
They're going to have another first down as the tackles
Not sure why they're celebrating.
25-yard line.
They gave up a 3rd and long.
Goff finding Higbee.
Los Angeles.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They got a lot of people up near the line of scrimmage.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone.
Too easy. Too easy.
Touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Look at that.
And that's a drive
Roll
that
out,
makes
sets his
everyone
feet,
happy on that
fires
bench,
accurately.
They accomplish exactly what they set out to do.
On the run.
Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Sam Sloman for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Kyler Murray is not that tall. He would be far below his offensive alignment. All right, well, 18-point lead, 3rd quarter and change. Not time to get complacent, though.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard
Heavy loss.
line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He can run for it, and he will.
Oh, he ducked before the first down.
For his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He slid before 2 yards before the first down.
On this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were
Where does
ready
killer
for him,
instinct
so
go?
he's got to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
36